What's up, guys? Justin here with the RenderingEssentials.com, back with another Twinmotion new feature tutorial for you. So in today's video, we're going to talk about how to use the phasing function that was added inside Twinmotion version 2020.2. So this makes adding and creating phasing animations for things like construction a lot easier. So let's go ahead and just jump into it. All right, so this is a model that I've created. It's a very simple office building, so I didn't spend a whole lot of time on the actual building design itself. Inside of a context model, this is The City by Andres S. and Unforgiven, which you can download from the 3D warehouse. But what I want to talk about is how easy it is to create phasing animations in the new version of Twinmotion. And so first thing to note is you do need to make sure that you model everything separately. So for every phase, you need to make sure things are grouped in a way that you're going to be able to turn them off. So you can see how in my case, I've put all of these on numbered phasing pieces, so I can see exactly what the phasing would be. As long as you have everything grouped, you probably don't need to get to that level of detail, but just note that you're going to have to dictate in Twinmotion somehow what gets turned on and what gets turned off by the way that you group all of your geometry. And so now that I have this model kind of set up the way that I want it, what I want to do is I want to go over into Twinmotion. So we're going to open Twinmotion up. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open up Twinmotion and I'm going to import my model. So to do that, I'm just going to click on the import button. You could also use the direct link plugin if you wanted to do that. But I'm going to click on import. I'm going to go find my file and I'm going to bring it in. One thing that's going to be super important when you do this, make sure that you set your collapse to keep hierarchy so that you can keep your groups over here on the right hand side of the page so you can set up your phasing properly. If you do collapse by material, it's probably not going to work the way you want it to work unless you've organized your phases by material, which I find very unlikely. So just make sure that you select the option for keep hierarchy. I'm going to go ahead and click fix UVs and texture and I'm going to click on OK. So what that's going to do is that's going to import my model into Twinmotion. So if I rotate around, and this is a bit off the ground, not a huge deal. All right, so we're going to go find our building. All right, so now we've got our model imported into Twinmotion. What we want to do next is we want to click this little arrow on the right hand side. What that's going to do is that's going to get us into the scenic graph, and that's going to allow us to access the different phases that we had set up before. So if you remember in SketchUp, we set this up so that our existing, our job site, all of those things were in here as different groups. Well, now what we can do is we can create a phasing animation based on that. And so the way that we're going to do that is we're going to come down here to our media section. Within our media section, there's now an option for phasing. And what this does is this allows us to set the visibilities for each phase of our project. So you can see how what we need to do is just click on this button right here for create phasing. That's going to bring up our timeline right here. We can use our timeline in order to adjust the visibilities. So for example, what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to adjust this to the left. Now I'm not 100% sure. I don't think there's a way to set like ultra detailed phasing stuff by like days, but it does allow us to set things in general just by dragging these bars. And so we want to set our first phase, and within our first phase we want to set the visibility for that phase. And so for me, that means that I want to click here, I want to do a shift click, and I want to turn off everything on phase 1. And you need to have phase 1 selected when you do this. So now phase 1, I have nothing, right? So now let's add another phase. So we're just going to click on create phase. That'll add a second phase in here. And so for phase 2, I want my existing to be gone and I want my job site to be turned on. So that's now going to happen in phase 2. Now if I add a third phase, phase 3, I can turn on my footers over here. And so you can see how all that I'm doing is I'm just turning on new groups of geometry in every phase. So phase 4, we'll say that our slab and our steel are going to be up for the first level. Phase 5, we'll say that our slab and our steel for the second level is going to be up. And we don't need to worry about camera angle right now because we're going to set all of that inside of our video settings in a second. So I'm just going to finish the phasing. And I didn't model out a new site, so we're just going to leave this as is. Or I guess we could just leave our job site right here for this last phase. But what we've done is we've set up the construction phasing for our model, right? So each one of these phases has a different set of visibilities, and they're pretty easy to change and adjust. I like the way that they've kind of simplified this whole thing. But now let's say that we wanted to animate this. Well, the way that we can animate this is by clicking into our media section, and we want to create a video. So within video, we're going to click the plus to create our first video. And so right now, if we're to click play, you can see how nothing is really happening, right? So the reason nothing is really happening is because we haven't really linked this to our phasing. So what we want to do is we want to go back to our video, click on more, and within more, we can set our phasing. So that phasing that we created is now going to be in here. Well, now if we go back to our video, click on it, and click play, you can see how over the course of the length of this video, this is going to work its way through all of those different phases, right? So whatever the overall length of this is going to be, that's how long that our phasing animation is going to take. And so let's say that we wanted to move our camera, right? So for this one, let's say that we wanted our camera view to be right here. So I'm just going to go in here and recapture this. So at the beginning of this, my camera is going to be right here. Well, then I want to create a new keyframe, right? And so within my new keyframe, whoops, what I want to do is I want to adjust my camera to right here, and I want to recapture this. And so what that's going to do is now, over the course of our 10-second video, not only is our phasing going to play, but our camera is going to fly in as well. So you can use this to animate a moving camera in addition to animating the actual phasing of your rendering. So then, from here, this just kind of works the same way that this always did. So if we go into our video, we go ahead and rename this phasing animation. I'm going to click on the button right here to video, and so I've set this so that I can export my animation. So this says it's going to export the phasing animation. I'm just going to click on Start Export and click on Select Folder. What that's going to do is that's going to go through and that's going to render out all of your different frames of your animation. And notice how I didn't set up any of the like fancier rendering settings or anything like that. I just want to demonstrate how to set up the phasing animation for right now. If you guys want to get more in depth in this feature, we can definitely do that. So now, if I go in that folder, you can see how there's an MP4 file in there that I can open up. So I can double click on this. So when I play this animation, you can see I have a 10-second long animation with my different phases coming in. So you can see the different parts and pieces coming in, your skin will come in. So it's really easy to animate these phasing animations with Twinmotion with this new tool. So that's from in this video. Leave a comment below and let me know what you thought. Was this helpful to you? Are you interested in more videos about things like phasing animations? I just love having that conversation with you guys. If you like this video, please remember to click that like button down below. If you're new around here, remember to click that subscribe button for new rendering content every week. As always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. I really appreciate it, and I will catch you in the next video. Thanks, guys.